The gordita is like basically like a pita. It's you cook it, and once they get they fluff up, you open one of the sides and you stuff them with food. On this one, I don't press it all the way down because I want to make sure that it's nice and fat. And I like to spin it a little bit more and more because I want it to have evenly. That's pretty much it. You lift one corner, lift it up, and that's a gordita. I don't know if you can tell, it's actually thicker than a regular tortilla. And to put it down is just pretty much the same thing. And that's it. Then you just wait the same thing. You could use this. Always look on the corners. The corner ones, the sides is where it's going to show you that it's getting ready to be flipped. Or you could just push this on the bottom, or like I did before, the fingers. But with the gorditas, because they're like thicker, it's not going to be as cooked on the sides, and you might get burnt. So on these, I would recommend a knife or something. You can always start pushing down. It's not really lifting a lot, so you just wait on it. But gorditas are one of my favorites. I mean, you can stuff them with anything. With anything. I like to use black beans and maybe with chorizo and egg. They're really good. Or veggie ones. My wife loves those too. You can make different stuff with bell peppers, onions, different stuff. So it's pretty much the sides. You can tell it's already getting cooked. And that's when you just lift it. And pretty much the same as the tortillas. They look the same. And with these ones, you do really have to turn them around a lot. Make sure that they're evenly cooked. The most traditional gorditas that they make in Mexico are like the cactus with bell peppers and onions and with cheese, or also beans and chicharrón with either green sauce or red sauce, and those are probably my favorites. When I go down there, I always get those. I don't really make the chicharrón because it's hard to find like the ones they actually have in Mexico, but it's really, really good. You see how it's cooking? It's the same as the tortilla. You just make sure you care for the gordita. Make sure that it's not getting burnt. And one of these, you can, like with the cup, you can make maybe with a cup of masa, maseca, and a quarter cup of flour, you make maybe 3 or 4 of these. So like if you're a big eater like me, then probably if you feed like 2 people, you probably want 2 cups. But small eater, maybe 1 or 2 of these, then you're good with a cup and a quarter cup of flour. You could also add salt if you want. Sometimes I do it if I want to put flavor. I could put salt and also a little bit of garlic salt, and also ground oregano. Ground oregano gives it a nice flavor. So once it's like this again, that's when you press down on the sides, and you press down in the middle. I would recommend probably using some type of cloth napkin like this, but because your fingers, your palm, I guess the bottom of your fingers, it might be nice and tender and soft. You don't want to get burnt. Well, that's pretty much it. See how it's nice and fluffy? So when you take them out to fill them up, you just grab a regular steak knife or something, and you grab it on the side. You can choose any side and cut it open. I like to make about this much of an opening, and then that way I can stuff them with food. And that's it. That's how you make a gordita. Thank you for watching.